This will hands down become one of your favorite carrot cake recipes. It's filled with all of your favorite holiday spices, it's super moist, and it's absolutely delicious. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you one of my favorite carrot cake recipes. Before we start on our batter, we are going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then I'm going to take two 9-inch cake pans. I'm going to butter the sides and the bottom, and then we're going to line them with parchment paper. Once we've lined them with parchment paper, you can add some additional butter on the top to prevent any sticking, and once we've done that, we can set these aside. Now let's get started with the cake batter.
We are starting off with 2 cups of sifted flour, 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of light brown sugar, and then I have an assortment of delicious spices which include half a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, 1.5 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder or vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Give the dry ingredients a quick mix, and then we're going to add 4 eggs, 1 cup of sunflower oil, and give our batter another quick mix just so everything is combined together. You definitely don't want to overmix, so once you see that all your ingredients have nicely mixed together, we can add 1 cup of crushed pineapple, 3 cups of grated carrots, which comes out to be about 5 big carrots, and 1 cup of walnuts or pecans. In this recipe, I'm using half a cup of walnuts and half a cup of pecans. I'm also going to leave some extra pecans and walnuts for the end when we're decorating our cake. Then we are going to fold in our batter with a spatula.
Alright you guys, we are finally done with our batter. It smells so good. And we are now going to evenly distribute our cake batter between our 2 9-inch cake pans, and I usually just eyeball it.
I've never had any issues with just eyeballing my batter, but if you guys are really worried about splitting up your batter perfectly, then you can whip out a food scale if you have one. This recipe is so easy, very straightforward to follow, anyone can make it, and it's the best cake that you'll ever taste.
I've filled up my cake pans, and now it's time to put the cakes in the preheated oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until a toothpick that's inserted comes out clean. Now that our cakes are baking, we can start on our cream cheese frosting. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter, which is about 1 cup. You're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, which is 2 8-ounce packs, 4 cups of powdered sugar, a pinch of salt, and a little bit of vanilla. Let's get started.
Once we add our room temp butter, we need to make sure that we give the butter time to whip up before adding any of our other ingredients. I usually have it mixed for about 5 minutes, and in between that time, I will make sure that I'm scraping down the sides of my bowl as well to make sure that all the butter gets whipped up. Giving the butter a little extra time in the mixer will just make sure that our frosting comes out smooth and fluffy. Then we can add our cream cheese and make sure that it is mixed in well with the butter. Once we've scraped down the sides of the bowl, we can add a pinch of salt, our vanilla powder or vanilla extract, and then we can slowly start incorporating the powdered sugar in small increments. I will add a few spoonfuls of powdered sugar, mix the frosting together, turn the mixer off, add a few more spoonfuls, and then repeat that process till we use up all of our powdered sugar. And once again, don't forget to scrape down your bowl.
We have finished our cream cheese frosting. It's so smooth, it's light and fluffy, it's everything that you would have wanted in the frosting. Before we set that aside, I am going to scoop out a little bit of the frosting in 2 separate bowls. This is for the end when I decorate the cake. I'm going to do some carrot designs, so I'm going to mix up a little bit of orange frosting in here and a little bit of green frosting in here, and then we can set this aside and check on our cakes. Our cakes are finally out of the oven, and oh my goodness, I wish you guys could smell my house right now because it smells absolutely incredible. It smells just like the holidays. Our cakes are looking nice and moist. And before we take them out of our cake pans, we do need them to completely cool. So I usually give it about 20 minutes and then we take them out of our cake pans and then we start decorating. Our cakes are cooled and we can finally start decorating our cake. Our cakes do have a flat top, so we won't need to even anything out. I'm gonna start by putting a little bit of frosting in the middle so that our cake doesn't move.
And here comes the extra fun part, you guys. So for the decorating process, one of the reasons why I love this cake, besides the fact that it's incredible overall, is that the decorating process is perfectly imperfect. So you don't have to be super careful, you don't have to do a crumb coat, you don't have to spend a ton of time decorating the cake. You just have to make sure you have a good amount of frosting in the middle of your cake, between your layers, and enough frosting to cover the top and the sides of your cake. And once again, if the sides of your cake are not perfect, you don't have to worry about it because that is going to be covered with our walnuts and pecans. I'm choosing to do 2 small carrot designs with my frosting on the top of my cake, but you can decorate this cake however you would like and you can definitely get creative with it.
And we are done decorating our cake.
I don't know if you guys know how excited I am to finish this cake because I've just been craving it so bad. So let's cut a slice and give it a try. I couldn't be any happier with how this cake turned out. It is so flavorful and I'm so excited for you guys to be able to try this recipe out as well. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more exciting videos. Thanks for watching!